Good Friday morning, everyone. Pastor David here, and I've got our weekly announcements for us here. First announcement that I'd like to share with you is about Sunday worship. For a whole host of reasons, we have pre-recorded Sunday worship, so we will not be live on Facebook or YouTube this Sunday, but the video will be posted. Just because we're not going to be live doesn't mean that you can kind of just dismiss it and do whatever you want and watch it whenever you want. You can, but what I'd really like for you to do is I'd really like for you to actually keep your normal timing. Show up for worship at 9 o'clock online. Do what you normally do. Print off the bulletin. Participate with worship at 9 o'clock, just like you normally would. So please try that and keep that in mind for you on that one, okay? So I'd really like for you just to keep the routine and keep the routine alive. That's what I'm looking for. All right, secondly, to find the bulletin for this week's worship, it's already uploaded online to stonyknollumc.org, stonyknollumc.org. Click on the worship tab. Bulletins will be right there in front of you. They're all PDFs. You can download one, print one, keep it on your phone, do whatever else you need to help you participate in worship. So you'll have all of that right there for you. Third thing that I got for you this morning, Bishop Leland and the cabinet of our conference, the Western North Carolina Conference, United Methodist Church, have advised us that there be no in-person worship throughout the month of May. This coincides with phase 1 of the reopening of North Carolina that's going on right now. However, what this doesn't mean is it doesn't mean that we cannot have drive-in worship, which we can now. We can have outdoor worship and drive-in worship. So I'm going to be working on that for next week, right? So look for that coming up in the next couple of weeks. So please keep that in mind. Those options are now back on the table, whereas they weren't before. Now they are. So we're going to look at that. All right, as of right now, we will not be having an online Bible study. Quite honestly, there just really was a lack of interest in doing an online Zoom Bible study. But if this is something that I've gotten wrong, or maybe there is an interest, maybe you just haven't expressed it to me yet, then please do so. Please express that to me and let me know that you would indeed like to do one. You will need to sign up for this via me, so please communicate with me and let me know what you would like to do. All right, fifth thing I've got here. Many of you have contacted me about Miss Shannon and her cancer situation. She had a biopsy done on Thursday of this past week. The biopsy went well. She's fine. No pain, no nothing. She's resting well. She'll be enjoying a good Mother's Day weekend, as she should. But everything is well. One thing that I would ask is please respect her privacy during this time. If you'd like to pray for her via text or email or write a prayer for her in a card and send those to her, I would highly encourage you to do so. Please send her any and all love notes and just little notes of support that you want to send her, and those are going to absolutely be welcome. But again, just please respect her privacy and her situation right now. All right, giving. Giving has kind of gone down as we've gone on in this process. So I'd really like to ask you to please support your church any way you can. I know some of you may be struggling financially, and that's fine. You do what you got to do. But if you can, if you have means, if you have opportunity, giving is not about what the church needs per se, or funding this or funding that. Giving is more of a spiritual discipline of our soul. It is one of those things that we can do to help bring us closer to. The more we give, not only of our resources or even of ourselves, the more we grow in closeness to God. So giving really is a discipline. And let's use this time to enhance our disciplines in the Lord. All right. Lastly, very last thing I got. I think there's a little recognition day this Sunday. Oh, Dylan, do you remember what that is? What's this Sunday?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Oh, Mother's Day. How could I forget Mother's Day? That's right, folks. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are out there. Thank you so much for what you do for the sacrifices that you have made, for the love that you give and that you show to your children. We just appreciate you, and we ask God's blessings to be upon you. All right, folks, that's it. That's all I've got for right now. Worship is not going to be live, but it is recorded, and it will be posted Sunday morning. So keep your routine. Watch it at 9 o'clock. Bulletin's on the Stony Knoll website, so go there, pull that down. Remember to pray for all those who are sick and hurting. And lastly, remember to give. Let us practice our spiritual disciplines during this time. All right, folks, have a blessed weekend. I will see you soon. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. See ya.